Good morning, dear students. I am glad to see you. Today we will have a lesson. The main topic of our lesson will be, in my opinion, very interesting topic. We will describe the most important topic in the whole construction industry. We'll discuss about monolithic reinforcement buildings and also about steel or metal construction. So before I will start the main part of our lesson, I want you to show our plan of our lesson. So look at the screen. So our lesson will consist of 8 parts. So each part will be very interesting and important. And so first it will be objectives. Some later I will told you what the objectives we have on today's lesson. Next part, monolithic buildings and structures. The third part, steel buildings and structures. Part 4, advantages and disadvantages of the steel and concrete constructions. Part 5, it will be also interesting part during our lesson. Part 7, glossary. Part 8, control question, and of course literature. So let's begin. Please open your copybooks and note some interesting information that you will listen from me. So let's begin from the monolithic building structures. What is the monolithic building structures? It's a monolithic building structures. It is combination between concrete and reinforcement. So monolithic structure is the most well-known structures in the world and most very useful type of construction. So like you know, in every part of our earth, builders, designers try to use and apply the concrete for their structures, because concrete structures, they are really durable and have many type of advantages. So that's why it's nowadays considered like most popular material in the construction industry. So what about main processes? How we create the construction, so concrete construction? The main process and first process is installation of reinforcement. Next main process, it is creating the formwork, so installation of formwork. Then accepting of fresh concrete. Next step, it's if we will build or construct our structure in the wind, it is heating of the concrete, especially in the winter. If we create the building in the summer, it is care for the concrete. It's a watering. And next, when the fresh concrete is hardened, we are going to the next step. It's remove of formwork. So that's the main parts and processes of creating the monolithic structure. Next type of the building, it is steel building or metallic buildings. Metallic buildings, it's I think it's took the second place of popularity of using all types of materials in the construction industry. So that's why it also most useful type of material in high-rise buildings and in the buildings where we need the elasticity of material. And many types of now modern and very popular buildings, they was made from the steel. Some later we will discuss about more about steel construction. Now I just want to tell you about 3 main types of connection of the metal constructions. The first one is welding, second riveting, and third it's bolting. So the most popular of this type of connection is bolting and welding. And what about application, where we apply this type of the building? Also concrete and steel structures we apply in every types of the construction. For example, in residential buildings, in low-story buildings, in many-story buildings, in high-rise buildings. Also in public buildings, like schools, universities, what else? Shopping centers, maybe mosques, churches, prisons, and so on. In industrial buildings, many types of plants and mills where we use steel and also concrete construction. And what about advantages and disadvantages of the buildings? First one, earthquake resistant structures. So structures designed to withstand the earthquake. While no structure can be entirely immune to damage from the earthquakes, the goal of earthquake resistant construction is to erect structures that fare better during seismic activity than their conventional counterparts. Next, wind resistance. Wind resistance is a force acting opposite to relative motion of any object moving with respect to surrounding fluid. This can exist between two fluid layers or surface or fluid and solid surface. Next, durability is the ability of a product to perform its required function over a length period under normal conditions of use without excessive expenditure to maintain or repair. Next, fireproofing. Fireproofing is rendering of something, structures, materials, etc. resistant to fire or incombustible or material for use in making anything fireproof. Labor cost. So labor cost is the cost of wages paid to workers during an accounting period. Soundproofing. Soundproofing, in my opinion, it's any means of reducing the sound pressure with respect to a specified sound sources and receptors. So increasing the distance between sources and receiver, using noise barriers to reflect or absorb the energy of sound waves, using damping structures such as sound baffles, or using active and noise sound generators. So next, heat prevention. To prevent heat loss of heat from something such as an external walls in the building. Environmental condensation. It is a term that defines anything we do to protect our planet and conserve its natural resources so that every living can have an improved quality of life. Energy conservation are efforts made to reduce consumption of energy by using less of an energy services. This can be achieved either by using energy more efficiently or by reducing the amount of services used, for example, by driving less. Construction time. It is time spent on the construction of a building or structure since it's developed of the pit and until you enter a building or facility into operation. So that's in short the main advantages of both types of the building. So let's begin the main part of our lesson. So the main part of our lesson, in my opinion, will be most interesting during our lesson. And according to previous lessons, you had a home task to learn more about the most popular and very well-known concrete buildings and steel buildings. So have you coped with this task?
Yes.
Okay, if yes, you divide into two groups. The first group, there will be students who believes that steel construction is the most popular buildings nowadays, and the steel the most popular material for their buildings. And the second group will consist the students which believes that concrete construction is the most popular nowadays, and the concrete is really the most popular material for the buildings. Okay? Okay. Let's divide.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
Okay, dear students, you divided into two groups. I will call you metal group and concrete group. So now you will be given the pictures of the modern and the popular buildings nowadays. So with as well additional information to this building. So this information will absolutely relative to these pictures. So please be careful and listen the task for our lesson. So the first task, you need to correctly determine user pictures and information which type of building I will show you on the screen. Second task, according to your home task, you should tell us one of the main advantages, of course in your opinion, of your building. Your building, it's mean metal building or concrete building. And the third, you have to come up at least one question. So you need to prepare one question for opposite team. And during their speech, you will ask them your question. And when your speech will go up, they will ask you their question. So it will be our main tasks for our lesson. Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. So now we shall begin. Please take your pictures and take your pictures. You can discuss with your group these pictures, and you need to find right information about this building. So I gave 10 buildings for metal team and 10 buildings for concrete team. Some of this building is really very popular. In metal team, all buildings the frame made from the metal structures, like beams, columns, overlappings, all main bearing elements made from the steel. In the concrete team, this building made from the made from the monolithic reinforcement concrete, and some of them are local buildings like in the concrete and also in the steel structures, and some of them are international buildings that located in foreign countries. So when you will already let me know, and we shall begin. Okay. If the metal group are ready.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What about concrete group?
Yes.
Okay. The boss team are ready, so we can begin our lesson. So, and I want to start from this building. I'm sorry, from this building. So, who knows? Is it metal or concrete buildings? Metal building. So, metal team, who are ready? Okay. What is the name of this building?
It is one of the most popular building, which is called Eiffel Tower.
Okay, let's check. Yes, absolutely right. Eiffel Tower. So can you tell us some interesting information about this building that you have on the card?
Yes, this structure is the world's most recognized landmark, must always head up this type of list. When it comes to famous metal buildings, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most well-known buildings. The Eiffel Tower in Paris was built during the World's Fair in 1889, and for about 42 years, it was the tallest building in the world. It is one of the most recognizable structures, but the builders didn't intend to be a permanent structure. The structure was saved in 1909 because it was needed for use as a radio tower. The Eiffel Tower has proven that steel is so durable that even a temporary structure can withstand more than 125 years.
Okay, very interesting information. Thank you. Really, Eiffel Tower is one of the most popular landmarks in the France. Yes, thank you. And I want to ask you, according to your home task, which of the advantages you want to share us, and what may be most important of advantages of, I think, steel buildings? Yes, it will be.
Okay, I consider that one of the advantages of this structure that can be recycled even after 250 years. Then after recycling, it can be also used as a normal steel. So recycling makes reduction in waste, so site environment will be tidy.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. So maybe opposite team have any question? Okay.
Is steel production considered harmful to environment?
Okay, it's very interesting question.
So harmful, yes?
Yeah.
You mean harmful to production? Okay.
Okay. Yes. Actually, the metallurgical production has a considerable influence on the environment. The harmful substances are carbon.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
Natural.
Carbon monoxide, sulfur, and nitrogen. Also, the annual release of the sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere is estimated by environmental scientists. In the amount of 100 to 150 million tons.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. And next building. This interesting building. Who has this building? Oh, okay. You think you know what is this building in the picture?
Yeah, I suppose that it's Pantheon, which is located in Rome.
Okay, Pantheon in Rome. Let's see. Okay, right. tell us some information about this interesting building.
Yeah, the Pantheon. The present building was completed by the Emperor Adrian and probably dedicated about 126 our days. The ancient Romans didn't have reinforced concrete, but they had concrete and they used it to such hard stopping effect on the Pantheon. That no one has really been able to match the sign. The Pantheon's large circular dome cellar with a conventional temple partition front was unique in Roman architecture.
Okay, interesting information. What about also, I want to ask you about advantages of concrete buildings.
I think the main advantage of the reinforced concrete building is the durability.
Durability.
Yeah, durability.
Okay.
How we know the durability is the ability of the building or any components of building can serve indefinitely for a long time without reducing the bearing capacity.
Thank you. I want to ask opposite team. Did you prepare a question for concrete team? Okay, if you have, please ask.
How can you guarantee the correct use of reinforcement and concrete in the construction?
Rather difficult question.
It's difficult to check the numbers of concrete and the location of reinforcement in the concrete structure after concreting. But we have the special tools and X-rays which can check and can tease the numbers and the location of reinforcement. But this method we used only in exceptional cases.
So you mean that we need to use the modern nowadays tools, yes, to check the concrete and reinforcement. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go next. What about this building? Okay.
So I think this is Empire State Building located in New York City.
Oh, you was there?
Kind of.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Empire State Building. Okay.
So Empire State Building, when you ask most people about the famous places, they will tell you that it's Empire State Building. This is a huge skyscraper that was built in 1931. So right now it's like for almost 40 years the Empire State Building held the title as the tallest structure in the world. The store is like here is 103 store. It's like 1454,000 feet. So also this building is really high weight, like because the total weight of the building is 365,000 tons, with 57,000 tons of the total weight being the massive steel frame. The massive structure has an intricate Art Deco design, and which demonstrates that steel can be beautiful as well as industrial.
Yes, absolutely agree with you. One of the biggest building in USA. Yes, it's Empire State Building. Okay, what about advantages of steel buildings or maybe of Empire State buildings?
I think I have said, as I suggest, that insulated house is very comfortable from both sides in summer and in winter. In summer, it does not absorb heat from environment inside of the room, and in winter, it's like light can bloom in the room, and heat will not go outside of the room.
So you mean that we need good insulation?
Yes, we need insulation in the this kind of steel constructions.
Okay, thank you. What about question? Opposite team, have you questions? Yes?
You really think that insulated steel house will be better than concrete one?
What? Can you repeat, please?
You really think that an insulated steel house will be better than concrete one?
Oh, okay, understand. Okay. Mhm.
So I think by looking to insulation in steel houses and concrete houses, like in concrete houses, the insulation will be a little worse because in summer heat does not, like in the room will be really hot, like during the day, and in winter there will be kind of cold because of concrete will not get insulation good as metal constructions.
Thank you. I think it's a very interesting question because there is no exact answer for this question. So that's why now we're gathering and try to discuss both information and advantages and disadvantages. And I think in the end of our lesson, everybody of us will solve this question, which of these two types of the building is most applicable, most important and most useful nowadays. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go next. Next building, this one. Okay.
I think this building, this picture is Central Plaza.
Central Plaza. Let's see. Yes. Yes.
So Central Plaza is 78-story skyscraper in Hong Kong. And mainly in this building are located office space. So it is the highest building from content from 1992 to 1996, and in 2015 this building was the 31st high building in the world.
Okay, you know this information. I think you make the good preparation during your home. Okay, what about main advantages of the concrete structures for you?
The advantage I want to say about fire resistance. So fire resistance is property concrete to save under short time high temperature during the fire. So it doesn't matter what materials should be used this one. If the structure has a high temperature for a long time, so the production should use heat resist concrete.
Okay, thank you. Very important advantages or benefit of the building. Okay, metal team, questions do you have? Okay, please.
So is it difficult to change appearance and shape of the concrete buildings?
Can you repeat your question again?
Is it difficult to change the appearance or shape of reinforced concrete houses?
To change the appearance or shape of the building, actually reinforced concrete building.
I believe that adaptability of reinforced concrete to any form allows to satisfy different requirements in a production, construction and architectural sense.
I agree with the answer. I think yes, reinforcement concretes give opportunity to make any type of shapes. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Next building. Oh, what is beautiful building. Okay. Maybe somebody knows.
On this picture you can see Burj Khalifa.
You think this is Burj Khalifa?
Is
Okay.
located
Let's check.
in Dubai.
Yes,
United
Burj
Arab
Khalifa. Okay.
Emirates.
Right.
This is currently the world's tallest man-made structure at 829 meters. It was completed in 2009 after nearly 5 years of construction. Using a bundled tube design, they reduced the amount of steel required. This building contains 163 floors, including an 11-hectare park, an observation desk on 124th floor, and 275 meters long fountain that shoots water 150 meters into the air.
Thank you. Very interesting building, actually, yes, and the tallest building in the world. Okay, thank you very much. And a question for you also about the benefits of the metal buildings.
I think benefit of the building as per the preparation.
What? Sorry?
I think benefit of the building is insulating properties. As per the privation of heat, of electric charge used for cooling on structure, get reduced as reduced surveys that about 60% of electric charge and that's considered due to this type of with good or insulating properties.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What about questions? Opposite team have questions or not? Okay, please.
What type of construction is usually used to prevent heat loss?
I think, for example, is composite wall. Composite wall is thermal resistance to 2,000 millimeters composite wall, thermal resistance 3.2 meter square kilowatt. This 11 times brick walls resistance.
So if you will compare with brick walls, so you told that it's 11 times more have a good properties, yes, according to the heat productivity. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go next. Next building, square building, or just circle building? Oh, circle building. Okay. Yes?
I don't sure, but I think it's Hopewell Center in Hong Kong.
What? Hopeful?
Hopewell Center in
Okay,
Hong
let's
Kong.
see. Yes, Hopeful Center. Okay.
Yes. Some information about it.
Yes, please tell us and group of metal construction some information of this building. It will be interesting for us.
64-story Hong Kong skyscraper located in the district of Wan Chai, built in 1980 in the style of modernism. Until 1989, it was considered the tallest building in Hong Kong and the second tallest building in Asia. It's on a very steep slope, has a private swimming pool and a revolving restaurant.
Thank you very much. And also, Baujan, I want to ask you about main advantages of the concrete buildings.
In my opinion, advantage of concrete construction is resistant to mechanical stresses. And due to the small number of backing joints in monolithic structure, sufficient resistance to mechanical stresses is formed. So the use of monolithic reinforced concrete in the construction increases the strength of wall and foundations in the structure in solution in combination is combining a solution of cement, water, sand, and internal reinforcement.
Okay, thank you. For additional to your answer, I think not only for mechanical actions, but I think concrete is very good work for dynamic and seismic maybe actions. Yes, it's also will be good. Okay. Do you have any questions, metal team? Okay, please, already? Yes.
Is the concrete afraid of fire?
No, he's not afraid because the resistance of reinforced concrete more higher than that of wood, metal, and plastic construction.
Thank you very much, Ron. Please sit down. Thank you. Okay, next building. Oh, what is it? Maybe animal? Okay, who knows? Yes.
In this picture we see the steel house.
Steel house?
Yes.
Let's see. Is it it? Yes, steel house, really.
The steel house, this house is located in Lubbock, in Texas. And was designed by Roberto Bruno, famous steel sculptor. He wanted to create the house because he wondered what it would be like to live inside one of his sculptures. The house was made using 110 tons of steel. Bruno spent 23 years building the home, but he died before he could complete it.
Thank you for interesting information about this unusual building. And what about question for you about advantages of steel buildings?
I consider that due lightweight of the steel construction requires only shallow foundation. With very simple design characteristics. For instance, monolithic slab is very best for frame steel building.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. So, in my mind, the first advantages came also the lightweight of steel structures. Okay, what about questions, Ekaterina?
Is it possible to change of design of your building?
To change design of building?
Yes.
To change design of building, so appearance of the building.
I think yes, it's possible. Future expansion is very easy and simple. A better aesthetics view during and after construction.
So it's very easy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Please take your seat. Let's go next. Two beautiful buildings. Who knows? Okay, Yulia.
I know this is Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur.
What?
Petronas Towers.
Petronas Towers. Okay, let's see. Okay, Petronas Towers, yes.
So it is 88-story skyscraper's height is nearly 452 meters. It is located in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. And nowadays it is thought the tallest twin towers in the world. So in Malaysia the use of steel is very expensive. That's why in Malaysia they use the concrete with special plastificators, and in this case they use the elastic concrete. That's why it was the best decision. So the concrete, because of quartz addition, can be better even than steel, and it can stay under the 140 megapascal.
Okay, nice information. Thank you, Yulia. And what about also about merits, so benefits of concrete buildings? Yes, I want to ask.
I think one of main advantages it is resistance to oxidation. So the monolithic concrete structure has a very long life cycle because the concrete layer it surrounds the reinforcement, and that's why reinforcement doesn't corrode. So and the properties of concrete itself, they make the cement slurry very good.
Thank you very much. And now I want to ask the metal team, do you have any questions? Okay, please.
Can you tell us about durability of the reinforced steel construction?
Durability.
Durability.
Okay, durability.
Okay. The concrete structure is very durable because concrete protects the reinforcement mesh, and itself concrete becomes even stronger during the time.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. Go next. Next building. Okay.
I recognize the building. It's Taipei 101.
What name?
Taipei 101. Is it?
Taipei.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know actually. Taipei.
Yes.
Okay, right.
This building was the tallest building in the world, starting from 2004 till 2010. One was surpassed by height by Burj Dubai, and with a height of 167 feet or 508 meters. Taipei 101 was a distinction of being the third tallest building in the world and the tallest outside the Middle East. And its fire adds to its height, and the total makes it higher than the Kuala Lumpur Twin Towers. The name Taipei 101 is derived from the fact that the building encompasses 101 floors, and it shows just how strong steel can be.
Thank you for information. And Nursultan, I want to ask you, did you accept one of benefits for you in the steel structures?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us?
It's the fire resistance of this building.
Fire resistance
yes.
of
this building. This
okay.
building, fire resistance of this building can be 1, 2, 3, or 5 hours, as per usage of thickness of cladding, types of pretendant used in insulation.
So cladding, you mean that you need to surround the main bearing elements.
Yes.
Cladding. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And what about question? Susan, who can? Please, Miras.
Do you agree that buildings made of concrete are more fireproof?
More fireproof?
Yes.
Well,
Then what? That concrete constructions?
Maybe yes, I do. But in concrete buildings, when the temperature is higher than 90 or 95 degrees, it has property to expand, so it will lead to I don't know how to say.
So you mean that concrete
will be
expands
cracks,
and
will be
there
cracks in the building.
So
that's not good.
After the heating concrete, it expands and
Yes.
there will be cracks. Okay, maybe. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next. What is the tallest building? What is the building? Who knows? Okay, please, Sanjar.
This is the International Financial Center of Penang.
International Financial Center. Okay. International Financial Center of Penang. Thank you. Right. Please tell us information about this building.
The International Financial Center of Penang is a complex of building, including 599 meter. It includes 115 stories skyscraper in Shenzhen City. It's Guangdong province in China. So the construction was completed in 2017. After the construction was completed, the building became the first in the ranking of the tallest building in the world, and the second high in China. The complex also includes a tower, a lower 66-story tower with height 307 meters.
Thank you very much. Sandra, did you read about advantages and disadvantages of concrete buildings?
Also,
can you tell us?
Very important advantages. Reinforced concrete. That concrete cannot be corroded.
Corrosion?
Yeah, corrosion. Cannot be corrosion. Corrosion is a spontaneous destruction of the metal under the influence of physical, chemical, or chemical interactions with the external environment.
So you mean that corrosion is more dangerous for steel construction,
yeah.
but not for concrete?
Yeah.
Okay, why not? Maybe. Do you have any questions for Sanjar?
Can I?
Yes, please.
How corrosion resistance is ensured?
Insured.
Insured.
Insured in concrete buildings or in steel buildings?
In steel buildings.
In concrete buildings. Okay.
Why our steel and the concrete different because in our reinforcement concrete we have proof materials. It's resistance to corrosion of structures, and the reinforcement concrete is provided by the use of special type of cement, which one to prevent corrosion. It's possible to treat concrete with a special wood or waterproofing coating.
Okay, thank you very much. Please take your seat. Okay, next interesting building. Okay, what is the name?
It's a well-known building, CS Tower, which is located in Chicago.
Okay, well-known building in Chicago. Let's see Sears Tower. Yes, absolutely.
CS Tower, also known as the Wills Tower, CS Tower, which located in Chicago, Illinois, and was constructed in the 1970s. Considering the harsh winds, Chicago is known for the building strength was a priority in its design, and its frame features unique line design as it was constructed in several smaller structures and that are held together with large steel beams and supports.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for interesting information. And also, I want to ask you about the benefits of steel buildings. Have you read about it?
Yes.
Benefits
of steel structure, in my opinion, positive moment in steel structure, even at high magnitude earthquake, the damage would be exposed on cladding without structural damage or collapse occur due to the lightweight.
Mm-hmm. So you mean that steel structures is more elasticity, yes, and in earthquake it can be very sustainable, yes, and higher resistance, yes, to earthquake. Okay. Do you have any questions, students? Okay, please.
What do you think is the important factor affecting in the seismic resistance of a building?
Seismic resistance of building. I think it's only the reason it resists earthquake is a reduction on weight of structure, and so building can break to its extent, and due to elasticity index, after some vibration, building comes to its original state, original position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Please sit down. Okay, next building. Okay, this one. What is this building? Okay, who knows? Okay. Okay, Miras?
I think that it's Kingdom Center, which located in Saudi Arabia.
Please, what name?
Kingdom Center.
Kingdom Center. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Kingdom Center. Okay. Tell us the information about this building.
Kingdom Center is 99 story, 302.3 meters, skyscraper in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
It's the third tallest skyscraper in the country, and it's the world third tallest building with a wood after the Shanghai Financial Center and the Tundex Sky Tower. The building is situated on 100,000 square meters, site with car parking for 3,000 vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Please tell us one of the merits of your type building.
I want to say about self-compaction.
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 Mm-hmm. Okay.
Due to the special chemical composition, reinforced concrete under the influence of moisture not only retains these strength characteristics, but also executes them. The technical characteristics retains all reinforced concrete to self-seal over time.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any questions? Okay, please.
How to perform concrete works in winter?
What, please?
How to perform concrete works in winter?
For example, if the air temperature plus 5 degrees, the concrete mix must either be heated up further or be manufactured with addition of special cold resistance additives which increase the cost when working in the winter.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions? Okay, that's enough. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, next building. Next. Okay.
I think it's Shanghai Tower.
What?
Shanghai Tower.
Okay, let's check. Shanghai Square Tower. Okay.
Shanghai Square, also known as Diwan Tower, is 384 meters tall, skyscraper in Shenzhen, in Guangdong province in China. This tower is proof that it doesn't take much to install the steel building in that about 2 to 3 floors were completed every week during the construction process.
Thank you very much. And what about main advantages in steel?
I think that the main advantage of this building that it takes 1 over 3 construction time when compared to the normal construction technique. And sometimes if concrete takes 18 to 24 months to finish the project, steel makes it approximately at 6 months.
So you mean that you need less time for preparing the main works in steel construction, yes?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Do you have questions? Julia?
How do you think, why do the steel buildings are erected faster than the monolithic ones?
They are erected faster because the workmanship on steel construction requires 60% less labors involved in reinforced concrete constructions, and light gauge steel frames are printed in custom roll former controlled by a computer program, and also assembly can be done on factory or on site, and erecting is done on site, reducing time and labor.
Okay, okay. Very good answer. Thank you very much. Thank you. Next building. Okay, Ekaterina, please.
So I think it is Shanghai World Financial Center.
Shanghai, let's see. Okay, Shanghai World Financial Center, right.
It's a skyscraper in Shanghai, the construction of which was completed in the summer of 2008. The height of the center is 492 meters. This is the 7th tallest skyscraper in the world and the 6th tallest in Asia. The Japanese company Mori Building Corporation built the tower. The main designer of the project is David Malott from the New York company Kohn Pedersen Fox. The unofficial name of the building is the Opener.
That's all. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. My question also for you: what is the most important positive moments in concrete constructions?
So I
Just
think
for you.
Monolithic building have a very service life of the building, and concrete structure have life cycle.
Cycle life.
Cycle life is since 5 and over 270 years, and with the ability of repair and operation.
So the big circle life, I think it's in a very maybe unique buildings, yes, like theaters and museums, yes. Okay, thank you. Metal T, what about question, please?
How do you estimate the cost of construction from reinforced concrete?
What?
How do you estimate the cost of construction from monolithic reinforced concrete?
How you estimate the cost of
Monolithic
construction?
construction cost
Depends on what?
about 1/3 cheaper. So buildings built, monolithic buildings built of from brick or block due to saving in labor, equipment, and time.
So according to the materials, labor, and labor to the workmanship, yes, it's all included to the all cost of the building. Okay, thank you very much. Next building. What is this square building? Big square building. Who knows? Please.
I think it is a Sigma building in New York City.
Okay, let's see. Singram building. Okay, New York. Tell us the information about the
In
building.
front of you, the Sigma building is notable as a skyscraper in New York City, which is constructed in Manhattan in 1958 by the German architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. His aim in putting this building was to design a building that expressed simplicity and functionality in its appearance. Nowadays, the Sigma building is a home to a wide variety of buildings, as well as restaurants.
Thank you for the information. Interesting. And I want to ask you, do you change or accept for you the main important advantages of steel building?
In my opinion, one of the important things in the steel buildings is sound absorption. Different materials and with different density, like in this building, reduce sound. Is a good way to reduce a sound. Open cell structures allows for effective absorption of air sound across a broad frequency range.
Okay, thank you. It's also very important for human good life, this sound proofing. Okay, thank you. Questions? Yes, please.
What can you say about sound transmission losses of steel construction?
Okay, thank you for your question. I think if we compare with concrete structures, which is not considered as a good sound insulating material at all, in steel structures, sound transmission loss has higher flow resistance.
In steel buildings, it's higher than in concrete one. Okay, thank you very much. Take a seat, please. Okay, next beautiful building.
Can I see?
Yeah, please.
I think this picture, Capital Gate, in Abu Dhabi.
Capital Gate, okay. Capital Gate, yes, you're right.
Capital Gate is a skyscraper in Abu Dhabi adjacent to the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Center, designed with a striking wing at 160 and 35 stories. It is one of the tallest buildings in the city and the wind is 18 degrees to the west. The owner and the developer of Capital Gate is Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Company. The tower, also known as the Leaning Tower of Abu Dhabi, is the focal point of the Capital Center or Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Center Master Development.
Thank you very much. Alibek, I want to ask you about also merits of the concrete buildings. What can you say about it?
So, seismic stability is a characteristic of buildings and structures that describe the degree of the resistance to earthquake within the acceptable risks. It is an important parameter of the earthquake resistance construction. Section of civil engineering that specializes on behavior of buildings and structures under seismic action.
Okay, thank you. Very good, very good. Do you have questions, please? Yes?
The reinforced concrete has a high thermal conductivity. What measures need to be taken?
Thermal conductivity.
Okay. In order to avoid heat loss of the building, additional insulation of reinforced concrete building and structures will be required.
Thank you very much, Alibek. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, let's continue. Next building. Oh, so very difficult, I think. What is this building?
It's Байтерек, which is located in our capital city in Astana. So I want
Really?
to tell
Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. Yes, it's a Байтерек, of course. Thank you.
So Байтерек is a symbol of modern Astana. The tower's total height is 97 meters, excluding a basement floor, which houses aquariums, Байтерек gallery, and a small cafe. The tower is supported by 500 piles, and its weight exceeds 1,000 tons. There is a large glass ball, as you see, of the total on the top of the Байтерек. Its diameter is 22 meters, and the weight is almost 300 tons.
Have you ever been there?
No.
No? So I really advise you to see it. A very interesting landmark of Astana.
Yeah, sure, I will visit.
Okay, Jupar. What can you say about advantages in steel structures?
I think the main advantage of the metal structure is high load capacity, the ability to absorb the significant loads at relatively small loads, cross section due to the considerable strength of the metal.
Thank you. Do you have questions? Please, Shanti.
I have one question. Why is it important to build building like this in Kazakhstan?
In my point of view, I think it's very important to build a similar buildings in Kazakhstan because it's a prestige of the city and country. So it attracts people from other countries, like foreign tourists.
Tourists attract tourists, yes. Okay, thank you very much for your question and for building. Interesting. Next. Okay, what is it building?
I think all of us know that it's Hotel Kazakhstan. It's located in our city, Almaty.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Hotel Kazakhstan, also who live in Almaty. It's well known for that.
It is the third tallest building in Almaty, Kazakhstan. It is 102 meters tall with 26 floors. It is situated in the southern center of Almaty. It's located on the Spek Avenue, a major road in the east part of city, which runs
all the way from Midale to Panfilov Park in the north part of town. The building was erected in 1977. It is constructed to stand an earthquake that measures 9 on the Richter scale. It's a famous landmark all over Almaty and serves as a symbol of city. It's also the 8th tallest building in all Kazakhstan.
Thank you for your information. Interesting. Gulnar, what do you think about advantages in concrete construction?
One of the main advantages, I think that it's reinforced concrete structures have a relatively low construction cost compared to other types of construction. Due to this, it has a good payback.
Okay, thank you. Metal team, questions? Please, Rupat. Okay.
As I know, reinforced concrete has a low permeability, so how to avoid this problem?
Permeability?
Permeability, yeah. I think yes, indeed. Such a shortcoming makes natural air exchange difficult and requires powerful ventilation even at the initial stage of construction.
Okay, thank you very much. Please sit down. Next. Okay. It's not a secret. Okay. I think it's our last building, yes? For today. Okay.
I'm sure it is not.
It's one of the interesting buildings of Expo. Okay. Nurali, yes.
I visit this.
Oh, you was there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was there too. Very beautiful.
So I had
Nice.
a great impression for me. The architectural symbol of the Astana Expo 2017 exhibition is a central element of the exhibition complex Nurali. It is the world's largest spherical building with the diameters of 80 and the height of 100 meters. Nurali became an innovation hub of the sort and important research and culture center after the exhibition.
Thank you very much. And my last question for our general part of today's. And what about the merits of steel buildings for you, most important?
I'm sure that the initial cost of steel buildings may be more, but it will be paid back by means of energy, feel and comfort. Due to fast of progress, investment will be on materials, not on labors.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that's the right point. Concrete team, do you have questions? Please, I don't.
What is beside this Nurali?
What, please?
Do you know what is beside this Nurali?
What inside this exhibition?
Honestly speaking, I just know this pavilion design start to place everything there, the country's project on the development alternative energy, the history of country, and any information guide on the culture and tradition of Kazakhstan.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, students, for you. So our main part is over, and now we are going to see to the glossary of our lecture. The glossary is the main important words that we use during our lecture and not on the it. So today it will be metal frame of the building, reinforced concrete, multi-story buildings, monolithic structures, reliability and sustainability. So also you see it on the Kazakh and in Russian language. And as you see in the Kazakh, you can read it not only in Cyrillic but also in the Latin language. Okay, part number 5, glossary. So I want to share you the main words that we used during our lecture and not only today lessons. It is metal frame of the building, reinforced concrete, multi-story buildings, monolithic structures, reliability of construction, and sustainability. So all these words you also can see in Kazakh and in the Russian language. Especially in Kazakh language, we see the words writing words not only in Cyrillic alphabet but also using the Latin or Roman alphabet. Yes, which was accepted in 27th of October 2017 by order of our President of the Republic of Kazakhstan. I think you know. So that's why we need to begin to write and read by using the Latin alphabet. Okay, we're going to finish our lesson, and we have some questions, control questions, that we need to check our main information that we'll discuss, that was discussed in our lesson. Okay, first, what are the metal structures? Okay, please.
Metal structures is the general name of structures made from metal and various alloys, and they are used in different areas of human activity, like construction of buildings, machinery, tools, and large-scale devices, etc.
Thank you very much. Interesting. And what is the reinforced concrete structures? Okay, who is not reinforced concrete team? Please.
I can say that reinforced concrete structures is the structures which can be monolithic or prefabricated. Overall, the structures consist of two parts. Like first one is reinforced cage, and second one is concrete. Mostly, this kind of structures is popular in the construction area, and nowadays we're using this kind of structures a lot.
Thank you very much. Absolutely right. Concrete structures can be monolithic and prefabricated. So prefabricated structures is made in the special fabrics and plants and transport to the construction site by special transport machinery. Yes, and monolithic they are erected and cast in place. So in the construction site. Thank you very much. Yes. List the main advantages of all buildings and structures. Please, okay.
In my opinion, the main advantages of all buildings are earthquake resistance, fireproofing, heat prevention, environmental conservation, and less construction time.
Thank you. So today we will spend more time for the advantages and disadvantages of two types of building, on metal and concrete building. So as you see, there are really many advantages of both two types. And to choose this or another type in your future career, in your practical skills, you will choose by yourself. So because these two types of buildings is equal important and equal popular nowadays. So that's why we need to apply it during our projects, during our special work, our practical skills. Just I think today's lesson will be very helpful for your future forthcoming prospects. Thank you very much.